And welcome back, everybody. Hey, you know, the Wellness Center of New York is holding a series of free wellness workshops. You don't want to miss it. You got to get involved. Joining us with a preview, we have Dr. Craig Fishel.
Thank you, Bob.
Welcome you to the show.
Appreciate it.
All right, now, you're a chiropractor, Doc, right?
That's correct.
But you also deal with the mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah.
So how does it work for you? I mean, because people think of a chiropractor as a guy who realigns you and cracks your bones and all that stuff and puts you back in line so you can have a good posture. And
that's accurate. That's what most people believe. And the first thing I do is look across, just like we are right now, look at a piece of paper of what you filled out, what you walked in the door with, and right away I want to know, what do you really want? Because clearly you didn't come here just for me to get your back pain to go away.
Are you into iridology also?
No, not so much.
Sit down, we have to talk.
More scientific-based things as far as what we do. Specifically, more people right now are unhealthy than healthy. And unhealthy does not mean that you just don't look good or feel good. You're also working your way toward a sickness. You get a blood result from your medical doctor, he puts you on a medication, and that's really the paradigm we exist in right now. And I look to shift that and work with the community, the medical doctor in this case, to say, hey, what else can we do for this person that we might have available for them?
But you know, most often the doctor, and the person may need to be prescribed something.
Most certainly.
But sometimes it appears to be like a Band-Aid.
Yeah, it becomes the lifestyle also. It becomes a lifestyle where something we say, oh, I have high cholesterol. We now own that. Or I have high blood pressure.
And you don't change anything. You just have the medication for it, but you didn't change your lifestyle, you didn't change your eating habits or anything like that.
And we look at them and say, you know, you really have a health problem. You don't have a heart problem or a cholesterol problem. You have a health problem, and we're going to start with the simplest, what I call the path of least resistance, or the simplest door that we can open, and then work backward. We applaud you, Doc. That's what it's all about.
Get to the root of the problem, right?
Correct.
You put a Band-Aid on something that can be explosive. Yeah. So you have a number of services that you do provide. And tell us about that.
Yeah, we like to open our doors to the community once a month, always on Wednesdays, like the Alliteration Wellness Wednesdays. And this coming Wednesday, August 10th, we're doing a worldwide weight loss. I like the WWW factor of that. And I was thinking about weight loss is more than a local problem, it's a global problem. America is about 40 pounds overweight per individual. So we are doing a workshop this coming Wednesday night to really discuss how to get started, and a belief versus a behavior modification.
So if you're overweight, that can really, really hurt you. But what about the person that says, you know what, I'm a little overweight, but you know, I'm healthy, I feel good?
If they're healthy and happy, I'm great with them. I'm not looking to change something that doesn't want to be changed. But someone who is challenged by a health problem or looking to make a start, that's the right person for us. And if they've had challenges, you know, someone who's dieted, within 2 years, all the weight they've lost, it's 85% is the statistic that they're back where they started. So if that's the person that 85% is the person I'd like to meet with.
Yeah. So how important is it to look good and feel good?
Well, it's a great discussion to have, really. What is health? Most people think health is looking good and feeling good.
Yeah.
And it's so much more than that.
I know a lot of people that look good but are not healthy.
Right. You can see people who they're skipping breakfast, they're caffeinated, they're on 14 Red Bulls a day, they're running around looking for, when's the next quick message I have to send. Yeah. We're all on this level of stress. So health is an optimal state of function. And we direct someone toward that. My own personal history was, I was a college athlete, played college baseball.
All right.
And I turned on a fastball in a batting cage, which you do growing up your lifetime, 500 times a day.
Yes.
And I buckled to the ground, went to the orthopedic at the university, and they shut me down for 3 weeks, and this was right before the spring season. And I said, that's not going to work. What do you think of chiropractic? And the orthopedic said, well, it can't hurt you. And it didn't, forget about not hurting me. It changed my life because I was an asthmatic child. For the most of my life, I lived on inhalers and medications. The doctor, after adjusting me 3 times, said, when you're ready to get healthy, come back. He didn't say come back because we're going to keep you.
The chiropractor said
correct. And I looked at him and said, I'm 19 years old, I have 2% body fat. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
And what he said was, you're on a series of medications and your body does not need that if it's directed the right way. If we remove the toxins, if we change your environment, if we put the right stuff in, we can move you forward.
This is a doctor that you want to go to, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Where's that stamp that we have? Helen, pass me that stamp over here.
So we open our doors. We open our doors every month for someone who wants to get started.
Sure, but there's a lot of people who are asthmatic. How do you get rid of the problem?
Well, asthma is an interesting one because I did a term paper on it when I was a bio major in undergrad.
Yeah.
And every cause came back to that it's something from within the body. It's a stress disorder. So a lot of us think it's about the dust or the mice or the pollen. That's just a weak immune system.
Disorder. Wow.
Yeah, exactly
That's
right.
one of the causes.
That's right.
Yeah.
But stresses are physical, chemical, and emotional.
Look at that.
So I couldn't quantify my emotional stress so easily, but the physical ones and the chemical ones were pretty easily to understand. So I went to the best doctors in this town, all over New York City.
And everybody's giving you steroids and everything else.
They solved the problem because that's what they know how to do, and they're great. And like we said earlier, someone prescribed medication, stay on the medication. Yeah. But that was not a great solution for me for most of my life. I've spent most of my life without medication. And yeah, asthma can be solved as long as the person is willing to get to the root of their health.
Yes. And so that's one of the causes, the big stress factor.
Correct.
Stress has many different looks.
Stress, if you look at a person, what are they doing? Are they exercising? Are they eating well? Are they taking medication? Do they have a good balance of peace in their life? How's their body working? If those things aren't working well, then we can start plugging in, like earlier, the path of least resistance. Might be as easy as drinking more water to start.
Yeah.
That's not going to solve all their problems.
Doc, how do we make an appointment there?
We are, you're going to reach out to DCR, that's the Director of Community Relations, at thewellnesscenterofny.com. We're also thewellnesscenterofny.com.
Yes.
212-980-5444.
Before we go, talk about the event that's coming up. How's that going to look? What do we need to do?
For worldwide weight loss, just go on our website and call, or go to DCR at thewellnesscenterofny.com. It's also listed on Eventbrite, and you can, we have room for people, and if you're unable to make it, I will reach out to you personally and tell you some of the bullet points and give you some info of what to do.
There you go.